Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, man? You can hear me good?
Yep, sounds
Can you
good,
see me
looks good,
good?
video looks good, backdrop is good.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because, yeah, I'm like outside right now.
Oh, no, you good, enjoying the weather.
Yep.
Yeah, man, how you been?
I've been pretty good. I left after my fight. I left Mass for like 1 week, went back home, and then I came back out here. But right now, I'm fucking bouncing from like hotel to motel. So just trying to figure out my living situation out here and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Still in the gym and shit. Still getting in the gym, grinding, working. I barely sleep. So,
Hey, man, that's what happens when you're chasing the
but
dream, right?
yeah, man, it's the journey, man, and gotta love it. Even though it sucks sometimes, gotta love it.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? When you make it to the top and you look back and you reminisce on these times, that's the fuel for the fire right there.
Facts. It's crazy because you're not recording yet, right? Because you're the
I
only
am,
person.
but if
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
hey, go ahead. If I'll cut this all out if
Hey.
you need me to.
Oh no, you good, man. You can leave it in there. I just didn't know if you was or you wasn't because I haven't even told like my family or nothing like the situation that I'm in right now. So
Hmm.
like my sister, she texted me on her because I texted her on her birthday like 2 days ago, and I was like, "Happy birthday," and stuff like that. And she was like, "Oh, will I be able to come visit you soon?" And it took me like a couple hours to respond because I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not in the place yet. Like I'm hotel to motel, like." And then I was just like, "Fuck." So they don't even know because I don't want them worried.
Yeah.
But if they really know me, they know how I am, so they shouldn't stress too much, anyways. So they should be all right. I'm gonna go get her.
Hey, man, shit, hell yeah, you'll go get her. Especially watching that last fight that you had, man. You look absolutely amazing in there.
Yeah. We put in a lot of preparation. I put a lot of pressure on myself every day. So with everything that I do, I'm really like I'm just competitive by nature. So we put in a lot of preparation. I was expecting a fight, and I guess he just came to compete. He didn't come to fight. He gave up. So I was just like, I was a little disappointed in him, man. I was
Is that what
expecting better.
happened? Like in your fight, when you got the TKO, it's like when you
Yeah,
close the gap, it kind of looks like you hit him with maybe a little short check hook or something like that,
yeah,
or and then he just dropped, and then
yeah.
he's done.
He just quit, and I was like, because I felt like maybe he just like everything he was trying to do wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because his family was there and his friends was there. And to quit like that in front of them is crazy, especially like before the fight, like 2 hours before the fight, me and my manager, we was going up to the room to get my bag. And we seen his dad on the elevator. And
Mm-hmm.
his dad was like, "Oh, you a fighter?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he like, "What you fight at?" And I'm like, "Welterweight." And he like, "Are you fighting Austin Shoop?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He like, "That's my son." And the rest of the elevator ride was fucking weird as hell.
Just awkward.
Yeah, it was just like, damn.
Yeah,
It was weird.
imagine if that elevator ride would have transpired after the fight.
Yeah, that would have been real crazy. It would have been really crazy, man. But yeah, no, it was a cool fight though. I was expecting him to bring it though, like, because every day I was checking MMA typology to look at
Mm-hmm.
like what people's prediction was, and people was giving me like a 9% win chance. And I'm just like 9%. And I'm watching these videos and I'm like, and that's just giving me, I'm already self-driven. But for stuff like that, it just motivates me. And it just made me be like, and then I got amazing coaches where they don't allow me to be lazy or half-ass anything. Even now, like, they still push me hard as fuck. And I love that, especially with like Coach Darby, Coach Dan, like, they be on my ass. And I love it. Like, even though sometimes I'll be tired and might seem out of it, I always let them know like I appreciate it because that's what you need in order to like be great. I feel like so.
Yeah, you need to have those coaches that know when your fighter is, I guess, slacking a little bit, or they can give
Yeah,
out more, and then they can bring that out, and then being able to balance that fine line of, all right, he's fucking absolutely destroyed right now. He might need a little bit
yeah,
of a break. Yeah, and having those
yeah,
coaches that know their fighter, that's really important. Referring back to the fight, man, you looked very poised in the cage. You looked very comfortable in there.
yeah,
You came in, southpaw stance, you were
yeah.
shooting your jab. Did the other dude have reach on you?
he had a reach, but he wasn't using it good. He was. I don't want to sound like cocky or like I'm just like bashing the guy, but I don't know, man. That fight, I'm not satisfied with it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful to be able to get out there, get my first win with the team and all that. But I'm not satisfied with it. Like my brother, he was asking me, he's like, how you taking the win? And I'm just like, bro, like, I feel like I want a competition and not a fight. You know, 'cause, like, he quit. He didn't go out on the shield or, you know, like he didn't try to figure out anything else. He just, in front of, you know, I couldn't see myself doing that. If somebody gonna beat me, you either gotta put me out, choke me out, or just beat my ass the whole fight. You know, but I'm not. Yeah, so it's hard for me, man. But yeah, no, I was really, that's that confidence though. Like the being poised and everything and just calm. That's the confidence that I got just being at, especially in Extreme Couture, constantly going with different guys, getting different looks. And then I always try to put myself in fight or flight situations, like cold showers and stuff like that, conquer my nerves, conquer my emotions. I'm always challenging myself. So that's why I was able to be kind of calm in there.
Yeah, and your head movement was great too, man. Like you were bouncing left to right. You look good, and it looked like Austin. It looked like he had one game plan to go in there and kind of shoot some kicks. You know, kicks to the body, use his legs for even more reach. But I feel like you negated that quickly, and as soon as you did, he was kind of left scrambling. Like, all right, what the fuck am I gonna do now? And then you're going in there touching him with a jab and landing some check hooks, and you look real good. I wanted to see a battle, man. I wanted to see the whole mixed martial arts thrown in there, you know, the wrestling, taking it to the ground, the boxing, the kickboxing, all that stuff. But fortunately for you, you ended it pretty quickly, so none of us got to see that.
Yeah.
But you just mentioned simulating fight or flight situations in practice. How do you do that? How do you get those nerves going and help you conquer them?
So for me, it's just doing things that I don't like to do and then forcing myself to like be in it and be focused. Like, and it start off hard. It's like with wrestling. I'm not a big fan of wrestling, getting in like and just like trying to hug somebody or get a leg or something like that. But I force myself to do it. Even if I get hit and it's like, okay, like, and then like cold showers. Nobody, especially after you start off with a hot, warm shower and you just take it to cold and you sit in it for like 20 extra minutes. Nobody likes that. Me, at least I don't. But
hell no,
I do it because I do it because then it's like your mind and your emotions, everything. It's like, are you gonna take that step back and be like, fuck this, or are you gonna stay in and face it for that 20 minutes or 15 minutes extra, even though it sucked, you know? And it's just stuff like that. Like I try to punish myself. I try to punish myself as much as possible. And then I got coaches that like now, like when I'm in the gym, like Coach Darby, he's intense, man. And I love it. Like I be telling my brother, like, Coach be fucking killing me, but I love it. Like that's what I need because it makes everything else that much sweeter. Like, and to have a coach like that, it makes it like, even when I'm hurt, like right now, one of my gym mates did an up kick on me and my jaw was fucked up for like a few days and my fucking head was fucked up for a few days. And then my fucking leg from cross training, but it makes me want to go in there with a coach like that. It's like, if I can get through this in practice, it's nothing where I can go into a fight and somebody gonna be able to present me with, because if I'm pushing myself through all these challenges right now that I'm facing, shit, I'm just excited, man.
Shit, you should be. You know, the future looks pretty damn bright for you. Like I said, the poise that you showed in the octagon, you don't see too many amateur fighters with that poise until they're ready to make that leap to go pros. So to see you so poised in there, it was pretty dope to see. You know, being a fan of yours and having you on the show, it feels like I have more invested in watching you guys. It's like I want to see my guys win, you know? So I want to see like you under fire a little bit and how you react. Hopefully it never happens. Hopefully you keep on getting
it's crazy because I was just starting to warm up. That's why, like, I was telling the coaches, I was like, I feel like I've been talking to them about it since the fight. Like, I'm like, I don't like the way I started off. I feel like, yeah, I was pressuring him and stuff like that, but I was just starting to warm up. Like, I was just about to start letting it fly, and then he did that, man. He took the easy way out. And it's just like, it sucks. Because you're putting a lot of work, man. Like, these camps, especially, like, this is my first time being in the gym where it's just like, I actually put in work for a fight. Like, I actually grinded for a fight. And it's just like, man, like, you just don't, I kind of, I don't know. I don't want to bash the guy too much, but it's just like, fuck, man. I was disappointed in him.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing that people like myself, the fans sitting on the outside looking in, you never know what's going on with fighters. You know, he probably could have went in there and been having a fucked up week, or he fucked his head up, or he had a pre-existing concussion beforehand. You never know.
You wanna know what's crazy? I had some injuries going into that fight, and I literally threw up the night before because I overate. I didn't tell my coaches then. I didn't tell nobody. Only person I told was my brother, Fat Boy. I told him, I was like, because I overate. I went back to the hotel room. I was holding it off. Like, even during the face-offs, it felt like it was just a knot right here. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, I hurried up, got back to the hotel room. Once I got in the room, it just started coming out. And then I didn't tell nobody. I called my brother, and I'm like, I don't want to tell nobody because I don't want nobody to be worried or try to talk me out the fight. I'm putting too much work to let anything stop me from fighting. Even in the camp, my elbow ended up getting fucked up on me towards the, like, 3 weeks before the camp and shit like that. And coach was like, you want to pull it? I'm like, nah, even if I got to fight with one arm, like, I put in too much work to not fight. But I literally threw up the day before the fight.
Yeah, so you were overeating. What'd you eat? Everything?
It was, they gave us, like, at the weigh-ins, because, so look, this is what happened. This is why I overate. This is what happened. So, you know, I had told you I had just gotten to lifting and stuff like that. So literally, like, 11 days before the fight, I've never been in the 90s. 11 days before the fight, my weight shot all the way up. I get on the scale. I'm 191.8 pounds. And I go to the coaches, and I'm like, I'm 190 pounds. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm like, it's between the lifting, the eating, and then they just like, fuck, we got to cut the weight. So I literally cut my diet all the way off. And I went into grind mode, and this sucked. And then after that, once weigh-ins happened, coaches and them told me, like, don't go in there and just stuff your face. They, like, do it in increments, like, break it down. And I'm like, okay. Right after weigh-ins,
what'd you eat?
All that shit went out the window. I had some chicken. I had some pasta because they had a buffet. And then I had soup because Jay was telling me to eat soup. So I had soup. I had some fruits. But I was just eating. And I was just eating. Like, for the first, like, 40 minutes, I probably had, like, 3 plates of food, soup. Like, I was just eating because for 11 days, I pretty much just, like,
didn't eat shit.
I was
drinking water,
tuna and salad and an apple. Like, I was telling him, like, man, this shit suck, man. I'm tired of tuna.
I can only imagine, man.
But so after weigh-ins, I just, like, it was I kind of lost discipline a little bit, and then fucking threw up. And I'm telling my brother, like, shit, I gotta figure it out because I started feeling tired. But then I started Googling, like, shit to do, like, when you fucking, after throwing up, after cutting weight and stuff, because I was feeling like shit. And then there's like, don't go to sleep because your body will feel like you want to go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Go for a walk. So I texted my gym mate, John. I was like, bro, I'm about to walk to the store. And I jogged to the store. I went, got me some snacks, got some water. And then I just drank water because it said sip on water and go for a walk. Get your body active. And then I passed out at like 9 o'clock at night. And then I slept. I woke up at 6 and I felt fine. I got out of bed, so I shadow boxing. I text my coaches. I'm like, it's fight day, baby. It's time to go. Let's go.
Yes. How much you think you weighed on fight day?
Fight day, I was 184.
So you put back on 14 pounds.
Yeah, I was 184. And then after that, I went home for a week and I blew up to 198. I've never been that heavy. Like, yeah, like I always been like, before coming here and lifting and training with the team, my walk around weight was always like 178 to 182 to the heaviest, like 182, 183. Like I've never been 191, 198, shit like that. Right now I'm like 186, 187. But yeah, man, I'm super grateful, man. I can't wait to get back in action, man.
Speaking of getting back in action, do you have plans? I know on the outside looking in, it seemed like you didn't take too much damage during that fight, but you did say in training, your homies fucked you up, hit you with an up kick. How long until you want to get back in there?
I want to get back in there as soon as possible. I'm already recovered from the up kick. That happened about a week ago. My jaw was fucked up. I couldn't eat shit. My head was hurting, but I feel a lot better. My leg a little banged up, but it comes with the game, man. So I just want to, especially like amateur, I just want to stay active, stay busy. I was talking with Jay the other day. He was telling me he's trying to give me something. He talking to a few different promotions. So hopefully sometime soon, June, July, whenever. I'm ready. I'm putting in the work. I'm not 7 days a week right now, how I would want to be in the gym. It's just because I'm trying to figure a lot of shit out. So I just started working a job out here like not too long ago. So I'm working full time, and then I'm getting up early trying to make extra cash, just so I can get to the point where it's like I get a spot and then I'm settled in on the spot, and then eventually like I want to get back to my 7 days a week training. Right now I'm doing about 5 days a week, and it's just kind of scattered, man. So I feel like I don't want to cheat the sport, man. I'm a fan of the sport. I'm a student to the game, and I'm falling in love with it. Like the passion is growing, so I don't ever want to feel like I'm cheating it, And every time I get in there, I want to make sure I'm doing everything that I possibly can, to be getting better. And that's what I've been doing. I already improved. I didn't get to show half the fight I was in the Austin fight, and that's what I was telling my coaches about. I was like, I learned so much, and I didn't get to show anything really. Like I got to defend a takedown, but it wasn't. I mean, my coach was like, he was deep. I was like, but it didn't feel like nothing crazy, So I was like, I didn't get the showcase, and I care about like the fans, the people that pay their money, the people that take their time to tune in. I care about the viewers too, as well as much as I care about performing and going out there and representing my team. So I care about all of that, all of those things. And it's just like, man, I didn't get to really showcase anything, really. And it ain't like I went out there and just knocked the guy out. He quit, So it's just like, come on, man. But I've gotten better since that fight. I've improved. My striking has improved. My coach, he be on my ass. He's like, even though it looked good, he be on my ass about my jab. So the jab is getting better. My head movement is getting better. My upper body movement everything is still getting sharper. And it's like, man, like every time I finish a session in the gym, I go lay in the bed and I just like, man, like it's still so much that I can learn, man. And I'm just excited for it. And I'm grateful for the team, and I'm grateful for the coaches. And yeah, man, I'm excited, man.
No, I could tell when you get into that groove, and then you're coming off a win and you look good, emotions are high, positivity is high, and I don't know, you kind of get into that flow zone where you just want to continue improving, continue fighting. And that's pretty badass. Something else that I noticed during the fight is you were feinting. Your feints look good. I remember there was a time you feinted to the head with a jab, or actually it was either a jab or a two. I don't remember what it was.
It was a jab. I know the one you're talking about.
Hey, you feinted to the head, feinted to the body, and then you came back up and changing those levels, going head, body, and then shit. I don't even know if I think you might have feinted a takedown too, like you were reaching for his knee or something like that, but your feints look great. So it's exciting. I'm excited as a fan to watch your growth, transpire going forward. But one thing I want to end with is, injuries. All fighters go through little nicks and, you know, bruises and maybe mild concussions every now and again, shoulder pains, your knees hurt. How do you balance that while also improving? You said that you are trying to be in the gym 7 days a week. How do you find that balance of I'm getting better and I'm grinding and, oh shit, I'm overtraining and I'm hurting myself?
So it's a few ways I look at it. So when I'm hurt, I'll be like, fuck, I want to take a day off. Like, it crossed my mind. But then it's people that I admire that's in the sport, whether like Gordon Ryan, he's an amazing grappler. Israel, I think of the greats, you know, people that's where I want to be. Israel out of stuff like that. And I'm like, they probably don't take, like, I know Gordon Ryan though, because he said whenever he hurt, all he do is he go and he listen to his body. So he won't go as intense, as hard. He like kind of pace it a little bit and try to stay away from the area that's messed up. Mm-hmm. So I try to do that. If something really bothers me, I tell the coaches like my muscle right here on my right shin from cross training, I took a few kicks. And he was like, I told him, I was like, I don't really want to take no kicks on this leg. I want to let it recover, but I also still want to train. You know, so stuff like that, I just try to isolate the injuries. But he up-kicked me, though. There's no way I could isolate my head. So I was just still going in there fucking jaw hurting, like grappling and stuff. And whenever somebody would do something, it could be just a crank, but because it was so bad, it had me just tapping. And normally I don't tap. So one of my teammates, he was like, you good? You good? I'm like, yeah, I just got some shit going on right now. So everything is super sensitive, but I just try to make sure that I'm communicating with my coaches. That's the biggest thing for me. And then just trying to make sure I'm listening to my body too and try not to make it worse. And also I try to do little recovery stuff. And Coach Darby, he big on recovery too. So he'd be like, get your fucking sleep. Like when he find out I'm not sleeping, he be mad. And I know he probably gonna be mad right now because I'm not sleeping too much. Yeah. I'm like, I'm working. And then if I'm not working, I'm up or in the gym, or I'm up super early trying to find ways to make extra cash, or like I'm in the fucking hotel or motel, laying in the bed 2:00 in the morning watching fights or watching some interviews or something, just constantly trying to learn, you know, or I'm thinking about whatever the coaches was going over doing drilling and training. And I'm just constantly just trying to add it, take as much as I can and just constantly improve. I'm like that kid that just want to make his dad proud. So when it comes to my coaches, whenever we go cross-train or anything, we go live, I'm always, at the end of practice, I'll be like when I'm going with somebody, I'll be in my head like, I hope they watch it. And I'll be asking them like, you seen that? You see? They be like, yeah. I'll be like, okay. I just want to make sure. So
yeah.
I'm trying to have them proud of me, man. But
it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to make the people that you admire proud.
Yeah. So I'm super excited, man. And yeah, I can't wait to get back in there, man, and perform again.
Man, as a fan, I can't wait to see you get back in there. Well, Dan, you know, I really appreciate you getting back on Talk Smack with Mac MMA. I know Cage Wars has that Mike Tyson event coming up next month, so hopefully you could get on that card, man, and get to dabble with Mike a little bit.
Hopefully, man. Fingers crossed, man. I'm really hoping.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hit up Ben and try to put in some good words and shit.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Work your magic if you can, bro.
I wish I had some magic to work. I ain't got no pool over there. Hey, but Dan, I really appreciate it, bro. And I'm sure I'm going to get you back on the show and talk some more to you in the future.
Yep.
All right, man. Keep kicking ass.
All right, bro. Have a good day.
You as well.